Sniffles. Thought I'd tell you this. Right here where I got this phone sitting, there used to be a mirror. And I used to look in this mirror that's not there anymore. And I used to really not like what I saw. But I'll tell you why I didn't. I saw a lot of gnarly things. And all throughout growing up, through high school, even sometimes online, people would say, he's going to be a serial killer. I still don't have blood on my hands. I figured out why they said that. They didn't know any better. More than that, they were trying to offset their karma onto me. It worked for about 33 years. That kept their lessons away from them. That whole time I thought I was bad. All the gnarly things I saw in my head because of the ideas they put in my head. I remember in high school, finally one day I got sick of them messing with me, so I started saying the nastiest things I could think of. And they would go, oh, and they stopped talking to me. Did the same thing to about 500 people, if not more, online, just in the past year and a half. No, maybe in the past year. Past 6 months have done a lot nicer. I don't know if you've seen how it used to be. I used to look in the mirror that's right where this camera's sitting. I used to wonder if I was a monster. Because I thought, well, they keep saying I am. Maybe it's true. I was looking in the mirror. And I remembered the times when I felt my heart open. There was one time, back when I thought I was a terrible person, but I don't ever do anything to hurt anybody. Not out of spite or malice. Certainly not out of hate. A friend invited me over. He had this above ground swimming pool, him and his friends. We're gonna go, and hang out in the pool. And his 3 daughters, 2 twins and the older one. They were getting in the pool too. And my friend was like, you gotta get in the pool with us, come on. You're gonna love it, come on. And I'm like, I don't think so. No, man, come on, you got to. Here, I got your shorts and everything. I was like, fine. So I get in the pool, and we're all doing this, doing this whirlpool. And one of the youngest got swept up under the pool ladder, and out of nowhere, I went, bam, I got her out just like that. I was like, whoa. I ain't never done anything like that before. The oldest of the daughters, she said, get the pool ladder out of the pool. I said, yes, ma'am. And I threw it out. I got one of them twins right before she's about to start crying. She was like, got her. Nice. I didn't know I could move that fast. Just like that. And we was all swirling around the pool. And the daughters were, every once in a while, would hang on my shoulders while we were going around. I was like, oh, I do have a heart. That was when I felt my heart open. I had closed it off to protect myself. Turned out that was the wrong move. There was another time I was in love with a Lovecraftian entity. They're out there. I was looking in their cold, black, obsidian eyes, and I could see the love in their heart for me. I could see my reflection in them. I saw I didn't have any reason to hate myself, because everything I do is out of love. I hoped it would go the other way around for them too. It didn't. I don't even know how they're doing. Because after I started giving myself the love that I always sought, they went away. We was on the phone once because I was still willing to be a friend, even though the whole reason I'm able to make videos like this is because they ran off with my laptop out of spite, and I needed some way to express myself. So I was making music before, but I don't have the ability to at the moment. So I started making videos expressing what I was feeling and thinking and experiencing. I decided to share those videos, even though I knew they would make people cringe. I decided to share them to break through my self-doubt, to break through my self-limiting belief. It worked. I left them online just in case it would help somebody. Guess what? It did. More than just a few people. People that said they can still touch grass. Because now they know, after they saw me, they're not the only one. They're out there living a happy life now. Happy lives. Because I had the courage to break through my self-doubt and share my videos that I made just for me. I'd make those videos and watch them back because I didn't know who I was. 30-something years of people saying I was going to be this and that. Putting all kinds of ugly ideas in my head. But then I took all those ideas and I used them as defense. which I didn't like that I had to do that, but I couldn't think of anything better to do. Now I see. All I had to do was stand firm in the love in my heart. But they got to me first before I could figure out how to do that. So it took me until I was 33. And that's when that one ran off with my laptop. I'd watch the videos. Every once in a while I'd see a glimmer of the real me. Like, oh my God, there he is. That's the guy I've been looking for. I kept making the videos. More and more I'd see the real me. And that which was not me started to burn away. And the fire of love in my heart. They were trying to offset their karma onto me. What is karma? Karma is when you give and give and give and give and give away what you ought to keep for yourself and you suffer for it. Or when you take and take and take and take and take from others that you have no business taking from, and everybody's mad at you about it. Excuse me. It's when you're nasty to somebody and you know you were wrong, but you don't apologize out of fear of embarrassment. And pride holds you back, but you still feel bad about it 10 years later. That's karma. Apparently genetics have something to do with it. With the bloodlines, genetic memory. I done worked through mine. And people would have thought I was nuts if they saw what I was doing. But it was between me and the ancestors that got me here. I am in reverence of the sacrifices they all made to keep their children going, so that I could have these blue eyes to see you with your blue eyes. So yeah, it turns out all those people that wanted me to believe I was nasty, they were trying to offset their karma onto me. But when I realized that, I let go of that rubber band and PAH! That smacked him. Like, oh yeah, I don't have anything worth hating in myself, because everything I do is out of love. Bow! Yeah, they got what was coming to them, but it had nothing to do with me. Besides that, I believed them for so long. You know what that did? That kept their lessons from coming to them sooner, which only made it worse when it finally slapped them back, because they were the ones that were judging, not me. Because judgment is a boomerang. And apparently I'm not like a regular person. I am like the wind in a hurricane. They gave me their boomerangs, and I played with those boomerangs, and then I slang them all right back when I realized Oh, these aren't my toys. They probably want them back. If it's not mine, I don't want it. They got what was coming to them, but it had nothing to do with me. In fact, there might even be a couple of people somewhere over there that might be judging me, even though I share everything. Almost. I can't share too much. I don't want to give anybody nightmares. But do I show up in the nightmares of people like that? What do you think? Maybe they should have thought of something nicer than what they said to me. Maybe they should think of nicer things to say to each other than say things about me that aren't true. They force more ugliness into their realities, and it has nothing to do with me. It has everything to do with them. And we all must make our own decisions. And I cannot say one way or the other if these ones are talking bad about me. I can't say one way or another if they should or shouldn't. But I can tell you what will happen if they continue to do so. They will hit themselves in the face with their own boomerang. And from what I've heard, they've been doing that their entire lives. They might just be stuck that way. I will not have sympathy for them. I will not have sympathy for someone who hurts themselves like that. Because they deserve better than that. And it makes me disappointed in them. If people want to love their chains, let them have them. I do. I learned. If they scream that they don't want their chains anymore, and you say, I'll take them from you. But then they wrap those chains around you and squeeze you until you pop. They might think they know what love is, but they don't even love themselves. It's tricky business being in a relationship when you don't love yourself or accept who you are because you judge who you are. Because you're not like everyone else. Good. I don't think you want to be like them. Just look at how happy they are.